Okay, now that it's taken me over 10 minutes just to get my setup done, we're gonna make this a really short little intro. Okay, I finished Conan Gray's album. I finished moving this past weekend, and I still have to organize my entire bookshelf. I only was allowed to bring one bookshelf because that was just what we agreed upon. Actually, I was going to only get one row, and I was like, I have some pretty expensive books that I really would like to have not in storage, just. And then so now I have like a five shelf. I went and got La La Land. I finished Conan Gray's album, and I'm gonna put my official ranking on the screen right here. And of course we can fight in the comments if you disagree. I'll be in there. And I'm in the middle of Sabrina Carpenter's album. I haven't finished it, but so far out of I think I've listened to 4 or 5 songs. It feels like it. I think the cover of the album matches the energy of the music so far. So I think that that's good. Now, is the cover a good idea? I don't know. But I do think that it is evoking a vibe because she's kind of talking about, problematic relationships that she doesn't love being in. And I feel like the cover goes with that. So I'm going to go because I'm at this school and people are staring at me and I don't like it. So I'll see y'all later. It is Thursday. So I am a terrible vlogger this week, but that's okay because there's always next week. I made a little list. Okay, this is what I need to do today. I'm going to take what I have left in the back here to my storage unit. Then I want to go to a local coffee shop, and then I need to get my car detailed, all the way cleaned up 100%. I don't want I want it to look like this car is brand new. And I'm thinking I want to work a little bit on some classes when I am at the coffee shop, because it's my favorite coffee shop, and I'm so I probably should do that last, but I think the car detailing, a place that I usually go to, is going to take at least an hour. So I'm trying to decide which to do last. I know I'm going to go to the storage unit first. I'm definitely going to do that, and then let's have to see how I feel. Didn't want to wear this shirt today, but I was going to wear a different shirt, but then the one that I was going to wear had a stain on it, so I need to spray. I don't know why I did this. I need to spray that thing with Shout a whole bunch in order to get the stain out, and then maybe I'll wear that sometime this week. I don't know if it'll go up by the time you see this or not, but I have yet to update you on anything to do with reading. Now, I have only started one book, have not finished any book, haven't started any other books, and I was thinking about wanting to start okay, so on TikTok, I posted about how I wanted to read The Realm of the Elderlings, and that was months and months ago at this point, and I have yet to continue. I did read the first in the Live Ship Trader series, and I really liked it. That was a 4-star for me. Sorry, there's something on my glasses. And I want to read the next one, but it's in storage. And I'm not going to dig through all of storage to find it because that would be horrible. But I was just going to see if I could get it from the library. But I looked on the app and I put a hold on it, but I don't know how long it's going to take for it to come in. So there's that. And I don't think I could read it in a week, but I think it would be healthy for there to be someone putting an example of it's okay if you don't read 2 books a week, and you can still make, because there's always the argument of I don't know what content to make if I'm not reading and I'm a booktuber. And I think I'm kind of going to shift myself into I read and I watch TV. I follow booktubers who are I read 300 books a year, and that's what they want. That is not what I want. And they say that reading is their primary hobby, and I don't think I want that to be I think my primary hobby is television. I know, you know what I mean, but there's still stuff that you can learn and enjoy from television. I don't know that this whole TV rotting your brain thing is fully true. I think that maybe you're using less of your brain than you do when you read, but I think you're still using your brain obviously to consume whatever media that you're watching. So on that vein, I started watching Mr. Robot, and I only watched the first episode, but I already love it. It's already it's so conspiracy theory driven, and I love that. I love conspiracy theories. I don't believe all of them, but I just think that no matter what they are, whatever, hearing someone's reasoning for what a conspiracy theory is fun to me personally. Now that's a really, really summarized, it's obviously a lot more than that, but all the stuff that they're talking about has to do with capitalism in America, government hacking. It feels very relevant to what's going on in the modern era. I just find that fun. I really wanted to go to the coffee shop so bad, so I think I'm going to do storage unit, coffee shop for a little bit, then get the car detailed, and then come back home is probably what I'm going to do, because I need my coffee, and then I can probably sit there I think at the coffee shop, I'm gonna work on stuff on my laptop, and then at the car deal place, I'm gonna sit there and I'm just gonna listen to Calabasas, which I was gonna tell you I started, but then I distracted myself. So Calabasas is like everyone's reading it right now. Okay, like I feel like literally every single person that I follow. This is why I went out to Libro and I got it immediately, because I cannot open any social media without seeing something about Calabasas. And I was like, no. Like, I don't want, I think this was my issue with Babbel, which I just, again, was like bombarded with opinions. And I want my own opinion regardless of anybody else. So like, I have seen some people, unfortunately, I've been like made aware of how people feel, positive or negative. And I'm seeing just with thumbnails and stuff, like I'm seeing a lot of discourse, a lot of disagreement, a lot of highs and lows, if you will. And I'm kind of feeling mid about it so far. Like there's certain parts I enjoy a lot. I took notes. Okay, I've been taking notes because this is like R.F. Kuang. Like, of course, there's like a lot to unpack here. My favorite thing is probably these philosophical discussions. Like we talked about Schrodinger's cat, loved that. I feel like we went to hell very quickly. I'm going to try to make this spoiler free, which, you know that from the synopsis, you know that they're going to hell. So like, actually, I don't know, that's kind of good and bad. Like I kind of was like, maybe we should have, like the way it's structured is that we're kind of going to hell then getting flashbacks. And I prefer a more linear story most of the time. I think that there's only a few examples of going back and forth in time that's done well. Some sort of like, we're kind of questioning some characters' motives here, and I enjoy that. I feel like R.F. Kuang does a good job in, at least so far in this book, like we have limited point of views, and I think that more authors should accept that it is easier to write less POVs. Like I just think more authors, so many authors want to try to write so many POVs, and they just should not, because it's easier to write less POVs. Also, I think R.F. Kuang is actually hilarious. Like I genuinely think that like her humor and my humor are similar, unlike other popular authors that I won't mention at the moment. I just don't think, I think that she's hilarious. I think what she is doing and saying in most of the books that I read by her, when she attempts humor, it lands for me personally. I'm curious, based off of how things are set up in this book, if there's going to be some sort of commentary on our perspective, like, because we have yet to meet a certain character, and like there's all this like talk about how he is, and I wonder if once we do meet him, if it's going to like disagree with what we've thought about him so far, how it's going to work. And someone is walking up and staring at me, so I'm going to try to just go, why is he like driving right up to me? You can walk around me, babe. So off to the storage unit. Bye. It has been a crazy week. Like, genuinely, this is the week that Charlie Kirk was shot, which I feel like is going to be remembered forever. But it has just been such an interesting time on social media. And I reposted a couple things that I think just kind of sum up my opinion on the matter. Obviously, it's horrible. It's disgusting. Like, violence is never the answer. But just look at my threads. Because I think, yeah, if anyone ever wondered, I hope not. I hope it's made very clear on everything that I post on all of my platforms that I am a liberal. Even though I'm a white male, I'm still a liberal. But yeah, well, as far as what's going on in my life, it has been officially 1 week since I moved in with my mom and her husband, and it's been fine. And other than this one back here behind me, he bit my mother just because she was trying to adjust where he was sitting on the couch. And then he pooped in the house this morning, which he's never pooped in the house at our old place. So I don't know what the hell happened there. Then my friend begged me to go to Chicago and then called me this morning and told me that she doesn't want to go. That's all, the poop in this house and this going to Chicago and not going to Chicago, like that all happened this morning. So it's been quite the morning. And then you saw me, I did a little journaling. That was fun. I'd like to do more. I really want to get one of those like Canon printer things I saw. I saw one person on TikTok, and then I'm going and I'm just saving and adding a lot of stuff to my wish list because I'm waiting for more money in the bank before I buy stuff. Obviously, not obviously, I don't like to spend, I do like to spend all my money. I just am trying to be more responsible. yeah, I went in I substitute taught 3 times last week, and one of them asked me if I wanted the position full time, but I told them no because I'm doing my insurance license stuff. So I need to post the vlog. I have a vlog already like filmed, edited, and uploaded, and it somehow has 15 views because I made it unlisted. It's not private, but it's not public, and I'm gonna make it public today. And I wonder if it already has all these views, like I wonder how the algorithm will categorize that. But I'm gonna make that, once I get the description like fully done and everything, I'm gonna make that public. And then I'm gonna end this vlog, and I have another vlog from when I moved last week that I need to edit and post. So everything is like 2 weeks behind. And I was worried about how I'm gonna vlog if I go to Chicago this week, but now I'm not going. So that will make it easier to just take the camera everywhere and whatnot. And I started catabasis. I love how she gives us words that no one knows how to pronounce, and we just have multiple pronunciations. And I got 60, maybe a little less, 58. I'm 58%, and I started this on Sunday or Monday last week. The vlog footage will reveal the answer to that, but I would say I'm enjoying it. I said everything I said in the last clip or vlog or whatever I brought this up last time was definitely good, and I enjoy it. It's not giving me a 5-star feeling though, but yeah, this is all I read this week is less than 1 book. But I think that it's good and important and valuable for people to see that you don't need to read. You know, a week or 2 ago I read like 3 or 4 books in a week, and this week I'm reading less than 1 book in a week. And I think that like I want to encourage you to not feel pressure to read so many books. A lot of creators, respect them all, love them all, say that, but they still read 300 books a year. They're like, it's okay, you know, it doesn't matter how much you read. And the question is always like, and I was thinking like, okay, well, how do you make content and read? Like, how can you make the content without reading 5 books every video? And the answer for me, okay, just for me, I'm not speaking for everybody else, I'm just gonna do little vlogs. I'm gonna try to incorporate more other media, because like I love television, and I think I have watched so much booktube thinking that it's what I want to be, a person who reads 300 books a year, and I just am not. I'm just not that person. I've already read 60 books this year, and I think that's great. So like that should be like, that's fine. 60 to 100, somewhere in there is great. If I do the vlogs every week and I'm just improving the vlogging skills, if you will. And I'd like to incorporate more friends into my videos if they're okay with that. I don't think any of my real life friends are trying to be influencers or like build a following and whatnot. Maybe one of them, she's a little nail, the one who canceled on me in Chicago. So like maybe we can see her in the next vlog this upcoming week. If she's willing, I do have one friend that's also, we're trying to maybe see what we can do. I actually have a couple friends that like maybe we'll do a podcast, but like I don't know about names, I don't know about topics, I don't know about subjects, like, and I kind of want to make it, I was thinking doing bookish stuff, but I'm kind of thinking like if we incorporate more media, there will be a larger audience potential, whatnot. So we'll see. So there's that. I did also purchase some clothes with said friend, Chicago girl, we'll call her that. I don't want to put out names and all that, you know what I mean? It's, you know, that's gonna be her nickname for now until she tells me otherwise what to call her. So I did purchase some clothes, and I'm just going to show you those real quick, and then I think I'm going to end this weekly vlog and just go ahead and start up with the next one. And hopefully maybe I'll read 2 books, maybe I'll read 5 books, who knows? Like it just depends on. Oh, also I was watching Mr. Robot, and I'm trying to think, what can I say that I haven't already said? And the answer is, it's really hard to shock me. Like things that happen in the show that I think would shock other people, I'm not saying they're not shocking. I just think that like maybe the more media that you consume, the more critical you are of things, which is unfortunate. Because like I said in the vlog where I watched Freakier Friday, I was like, am I just getting old and grumpy, or is it actually bad? How do we know, you know? But it's not bad. Mr. Robot is not bad at all. Actually, it's incredible. But it's giving me not Black Mirror vibes, but it's like a little meta. It's like so scary to me. Like the things that are like sci-fi, that are like close to reality, that's actually like more scary to me than like horror films, because there's actual potential for these sci-fi conglomerate things to be happening. So like I have to really be in a specific brain space to consume that, thinking like it talks about how we put so much of ourselves out online, how we let the world know too much about us, and here I am trying to like do exactly that. So it's scary, you know, and there's all these privacy breaches that are going on that just again make it scary. But instead of focusing on that, let's focus on the clothes I bought. I think a short sleeve button up like thing like this is my favorite thing to wear. I have a couple other ones that I don't know if I've ever worn in a video, but I absolutely love these kinds of things. Also, I forgot to mention, because I think I mentioned in the last vlog, that I went on a date and we're going to see each other again this week. The first date, we didn't even kiss. Not because I didn't want to. I just am so awkward. And I just couldn't really, we had a whole conversation about our first impressions of each other that were like, oh, I thought you didn't like it here. And I thought he didn't like it there, but then maybe we do, like, I don't know. So I just want to see each other again. The first date was a movie, which I feel like is not the best thing here, you know, not the best way to get to know someone, especially if your first impression of them is like, oh, this person doesn't like me. And that is, let me tell you, okay, he's a beautiful man. And I think that just made me even more nervous because I was like, I can't believe this man is even giving me any attention at all. So there's that. And then I'm going to show you the other 2 shirts I bought, but I do love this. I think maybe I'll wear this on our next date because I just love like the color. I love it. I love this. I also got this. This is super cute because, again, we've been talking a lot about me and what's his nickname? He's from Ecuador. We'll just call him Mr. Ecuador. He keeps sending me like stuff about spooky season and like pumpkin carving and like, yeah. But I also love spooky. I've always loved spooky season. I've never loved it. Like, I think my love for it has just grown and grown every year and it's at its peak right now. And if I end up meeting someone that ends up being my life partner in spooky season, I will forever. It's already probably my favorite season, but like if it just also happens that like we meet in spooky season, we watched a horror movie together. That was like our first date. So I don't know. Yeah, but this says it's an extra large. It feels a little tight, but you know, that's just all the more reason to, you know, eat a little healthier, whatnot. I'm not here to get into a whole bunch of body stuff on top of everything else going on. It's fun, but I think my favorite, I'm hoping it's going to fit me how I like, but let me show you the last one. Okay, yes, this fits me exactly how I wanted it to. It also has a back. Let me just stand up and show you. I don't know why I spread my arms like that. Maybe because what they did in Weapons, if you've seen it, you know. But oh my God, I love what we're seeing in the shoulders here. Okay, yes. All right, I'm gonna end the vlog here and see you next week.